But here's the truth: fear and doubt are not real barriers. They are illusions, mental constructs that grow stronger the more we feed them. And the only way to overcome them is to confront them head on. You have within you the strength, the resilience, and the courage to rise above these forces and step into the life you were meant to live. Every person on this planet feels fear and doubt at some point. It's a universal experience, and it doesn't mean you're weak or incapable. In fact, fear is often a sign that you're on the edge of something significant, something worth pursuing. Doubt shows up when you're stepping into unfamiliar territory, pushing beyond your comfort zone. But the difference between those who succeed and those who give up lies in how they respond to these feelings. Will you let fear and doubt control your decisions, or will you rise above them and keep moving forward? Fear thrives in the unknown, it loves uncertainty, and it feeds off your hesitation. But here's something you need to understand: growth lives in that same space. Everything you've ever wanted, every goal, every dream exists on the other side of fear. The fear you feel isn't a stop sign, it's a signal. It's telling you that you're about to do something meaningful, something that matters. Instead of running from it, lean into it. Ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? More often than not, you'll realize that the fear you're feeling is exaggerated, and the risk is far smaller than it seems. Doubt, on the other hand, is like a heavy weight you carry with you. It tells you that you're not capable, that you'll fail, that you're wasting your time. But doubt is not fact. It's simply a thought, and thoughts can be changed. The best way to silence doubt is through action. Take one small step, no matter how tiny, toward your goal. Every step you take builds confidence, and confidence is the antidote to doubt. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to start. Think about the people you admire most, those who have achieved great things, who have overcome massive obstacles, who have made an impact. Do you think they were free from fear and doubt? Absolutely not. They felt fear. They heard the voice of doubt, but they kept moving anyway. They understood that courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the decision to act in spite of it. And you can make that same decision. You can choose courage over comfort, action over hesitation, and belief over doubt. Fear and doubt often disguise themselves as rational excuses. They tell you that you're not ready, that you don't have enough resources, or that the timing isn't right. But these are just stories your mind tells you to keep you safe. Growth isn't safe. Success isn't safe. They require you to take risks, to step into the unknown, and to trust yourself even when the path ahead isn't clear. Every great achievement started with someone who felt fear but took the first step anyway. One of the most powerful tools you have in conquering fear and doubt is your mindset. The way you talk to yourself, the way you interpret challenges, and the way you frame your experiences all determine your ability to rise above these barriers. When you face a setback, do you see it as a failure or as a lesson? When you feel fear, do you freeze, or do you remind yourself that fear is a sign of growth? Your mindset is everything. It shapes your reality and it determines your outcomes. But mindset alone isn't enough. You also need action. Action is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. It's what transforms fear into confidence and doubt into belief. Take action, even if it's messy, even if you're scared, even if you're unsure. Action creates momentum, and momentum builds confidence. And with confidence, fear and doubt lose their power over you. Another key to rising above fear and doubt is surrounding yourself with the right people. The voices you hear every day matter. If you're constantly surrounded by negativity, by people who doubt you, or by those who project their fears onto you, it will be incredibly difficult to rise above your own internal struggles. Find people who inspire you, who believe in you, and who encourage you to keep going even when it gets tough. Supportive relationships are a powerful antidote to fear and doubt. It's also important to remember that failure is not the enemy. So many people let the fear of failure stop them from even trying. But failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of the journey to success. Every failure carries a lesson, every setback an opportunity to grow. The only real failure is in giving up. If you can learn to see failure as a stepping stone, rather than a roadblock, fear loses its grip on you. Courage isn't something you're born with, it's something you build. It's a muscle that gets stronger every time you use it. Every time you face your fear, every time you take a step, despite your doubt, you're building courage. And over time, those small acts of bravery add up to something extraordinary. You become someone who doesn't just dream of success, but someone who takes bold action to achieve it. You have everything you need within you to rise above fear and doubt. The power is already there, waiting for you to tap into it. You are stronger than your fears, smarter than your doubts, and more capable than you realize. But no one else can do this for you. No one else can face your fears, silence your doubts, or take action on your behalf. This is your journey, your story, and your responsibility. So ask yourself, what would you do if fear and doubt were no longer holding you back? What dreams would you chase? What risks would you take? What life would you create for yourself? The answers to those questions are your guide, your blueprint for action. Don't let fear and doubt steal your potential. Don't let them hold you hostage in a life that's smaller than the one you're capable of living. Take a deep breath, gather your courage, and take the first step, and then take another and another. Fear and doubt may still be there, whispering in the background, but they don't have to control you. You are in charge. You are the one who decides what happens next. Rise above the fear. Rise above the doubt. Step boldly into your future and become the person you were always meant to be. Because the world is waiting for you, and your potential is far too great to let fear and doubt stand in your way. Every single one of us is living a story, a unique narrative filled with moments of triumph, challenges, heartbreak, and joy. But here's the thing about your story: you are not just a character in it. You are the author, the director, and most importantly, the hero. Too many people go through life feeling like bystanders in their own story, waiting for someone or something to come along and save them, to give them purpose, or to make their dreams come true. But the truth is, no one is coming to save you. No one is going to hand you the life you dream of. That responsibility, that power lies within you. You have to step up, take control, and become the hero of your own story. Heroes are not perfect. They are not fearless. And they are not without flaws. What makes them heroes is their willingness to face their fears, to rise after every fall, and to keep moving forward no matter how difficult the journey becomes. Life will test you. It will throw challenges at you that feel insurmountable, and there will be moments when giving up seems easier than pushing forward. But in those moments, you must remember that every great hero faces their darkest hour before they rise to their greatest victory. You are no different. The obstacles you face are not there to stop you, they are there to shape you, to refine you, and to prepare you for the next chapter of your story. Every hero starts with a choice to act, to move forward, to fight for what they believe in. And that choice is one you must make every single day. It's not a one-time decision, it's a commitment to yourself, to your dreams, and to your potential. You have to wake up every morning and decide that you are going to show up for yourself, that you are going to fight for the life you want, and that you are not going to let fear or doubt hold you back. Heroes are not made in moments of comfort, they are made in moments of struggle, in moments when the odds are stacked against them, and they choose to keep going anyway. But being the hero of your story isn't just about facing external challenges, it's also about facing the battles within yourself. Self-doubt, fear of failure, and the voice in your head that tells you that you're not good enough, these are the true villains in your story. They are the dragons you must slay, the mountains you must climb, and the shadows you must step out of. The most important battle you will ever fight is the one within your own mind. And the only way to win that battle is to believe in yourself, to remind yourself every day that you are capable, worthy, and enough. Heroes also understand the importance of growth. They know that becoming the best version of themselves is not a destination but a journey. Every setback, every failure, and every lesson learned is a step forward. Growth often requires discomfort, and heroes are willing to embrace that discomfort because they know it's the price of becoming who they were meant to be. So don't shy away from the hard moments. Don't run from the pain. Lean into it, learn from it, and let it shape you into someone stronger, wiser, and more resilient. The world needs heroes. It needs people who are willing to stand up, to speak out, and to make a difference. But you cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot save others if you are drowning yourself. Being the hero of your story also means taking care of yourself, setting boundaries, and prioritizing your well-being. Self-care is not selfish, it's essential. A hero who is burned out, exhausted, and overwhelmed cannot fight their battles effectively. So take the time to rest, to recharge, and to fill your cup so that you can continue to show up as the hero you were meant to be. One of the most important qualities of a hero is resilience. Life will knock you down. It will test your patience, your strength, and your willpower. But resilience is what allows you to get back up every single time. It's the quiet voice inside you that says, I will try again tomorrow. It's the determination to keep moving forward, even when the path ahead seems unclear. Resilience is not about never falling, it's about always rising. And every time you rise, you become stronger, braver, and more prepared for the next challenge. Being the hero of your story also means taking responsibility for your life. Heroes don't make excuses. They don't blame others for their circumstances, and they don't wait for someone else to fix their problems. They take ownership of their choices, their actions, and their results. You have the power to change your life, but that power can only be activated when you take responsibility for where you are right now and where you want to go. Blaming others might feel easier, but it won't move you forward. Only action will. Your story is still being written. The chapters ahead are blank pages, waiting for you to fill them with courage, with triumph, and with purpose. But the pen is in your hands. You get to decide how this story unfolds. You get to decide if you're going to play the victim or rise as the hero. Don't let fear write your story. Don't let doubt dictate your future. Take control, take ownership, and start writing a story that you'll be proud of. And remember, heroes are not defined by how grand their victories are or how loud their applause is. They are defined by their perseverance, their integrity, and their willingness to keep fighting for what matters to them. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to start. Take one step, no matter how small, and then take another. Keep moving forward, and trust that every step you take is bringing you closer to the hero you are destined to become. So ask yourself, what kind of hero do you want to be? What story do you want to tell? What legacy do you want to leave behind? The answers to those questions are within you, and the power to bring them to life is in your hands. Be brave, be bold, and most importantly, be the hero of your own story. Because no one else can do it for you. The world is waiting, your story is waiting, and the hero within you is ready to rise.